The UK government wants to catch benefit cheats. We get it, times are tough. But maybe, just maybe, using a potentially biased AI system isn't the best way to go about it. The Department for Work and Pensions, the folks responsible for your benefits, are under fire. Why? They've decided to employ an AI system to sniff out benefit fraud. Sounds fancy, doesn't it? Except there's a slight problem. It seems this system might be about as fair as a carnival coin toss. This isn't some dystopian sci-fi film. This is happening right now. The AI, in its infinite wisdom, or lack thereof, seems to have a knack for disproportionately targeting individuals based on their age, whether they're disabled, their marital status, and even their nationality. This is starting to sound less like fraud detection and more like a very bad game of bingo. Now, you'd think that someone somewhere would have thought to, check if this AI was a tad prejudiced. Well, someone did. An internal fairness analysis, which is a fancy way of saying, let's see if this thing is actually fair, was conducted in February 2024. And, surprise, surprise, it found some statistically significant outcome disparity. In plain English, this AI was playing favorites, and it wasn't pretty. But here's where it gets even better. Remember how we mentioned age, disability, marital status, and nationality? Well, the specifics about which age groups and nationalities were getting the short end of the AI stick were redacted, blacked out like they were top-secret government documents. So, we know there's a problem, but we can't see exactly who's being discriminated against. It's like trying to solve a crime, but half the evidence is missing. Now, you might be thinking, surely actual human beings are involved in this process, right? The DWP assures us that, yes, human caseworkers make the final decision. They review all the information, including whatever this AI spits out before deciding whether someone is trying to pull a fast one. But there's a slight snag. The DWP also claims that they need to redact those pesky fairness analysis details to, and we quote, prevent fraud manipulation. Because, if people knew how the AI was biased, they could totally outsmart it and steal billions from the government. So, on one hand, the DWP claims that human caseworkers are there to ensure fairness, but on the other, they're saying they can't reveal how the AI is biased because it might help people commit fraud. It's like saying you need a fire extinguisher to put out a fire, but you can't tell anyone where it is because someone might use it to commit arson. This whole DWP debacle is just the tip of the iceberg. It shines a big, uncomfortable spotlight on a much bigger problem, the UK government's love affair with AI and its utter disregard for transparency. It seems like everyone's using AI these days, and the government is no exception. They're using it for everything, from predicting crime to, deciding who might be trying to cheat the benefit system. Here's the kicker. We don't actually know the full extent of it. The government has this AI register, a sort of catalogue of all the AI systems they're using. Sounds great, right? Except it's about as useful as a chocolate teapot. Out of the estimated 55 automated tools being used, only 9 are listed on this register. So we've got biased AI systems, potentially discriminating against the most vulnerable, a government that's more interested in secrecy than transparency, and a whole lot of unanswered questions. Sounds like a recipe for disaster, or at the very least, a very awkward episode of Government Gone Wild.